So we're making pasta amatriciana. And amatriciana sauce is bacon, onion, and tomato sauce. So this is 4 ounces of bacon that I cut up and that I'm frying. And I'm going to fry this until it's nice and crispy. And when it's nice and crispy, then I'm going to put the onions in. So we'll check back when I'm ready to put the onions in. You have to videotape me. Okay, so just to kind of tell you where we're at. This is 4 ounces of bacon, and incidentally it was 4 strips. So if you don't have a scale, it's 4 strips of bacon. And it's pretty crispy right now, so bacon's about cooked. Now over here was an onion, and 1 large onion. And I sliced it like this, and we're gonna.
How big is a large onion?
It's about the size of my fist, maybe a little bit smaller. Okay, so we sliced it, and we're gonna put it in with the bacon, and we're gonna cook that until it's like translucent, which is, you know, like a little bit clear and wilty kind of thing. So that's how you cook the onions. So here we go. Okay, so the bacon and the onions are in the pan. Oh, I forgot to say, you get me. You get me? Okay, I started the bacon with some olive oil, not just the oil from the bacon.
How much?
Just a little bit on the bottom, you know. Alright, so you got bacon grease, you got some of the olive oil, and the cooked bacon, and you can see the onions are cooking really nice. And my heat's on medium. See how nice it's cooking? And we'll come back when it's done. In the meantime, yeah, we'll come back when it's done. The onions are cooked, they're translucent and they're wilty. Now while the onions were cooking, so this is done, I opened a can of crushed tomatoes. Okay? Crushed tomatoes. I use Tutti-Rossa, you can use anything, but they have to be crushed. And I'm just going to put that can of tomatoes in here with the bacon and the onions. Okay? Now, while that's doing that, we have water that we're going to boil for our pasta. Alright, so that water's on high for our pasta. And then back here, we have to season this a little bit.
It's deglazing.
Okay, and it's deglazing. So while I get my seasoning, you can pause. Okay? So it's simmering, we're going to turn it down to like 3, okay? So it was on medium, we're going to go between medium and low because we don't want it to boil, we just want it to simmer. We have to season it, so I have some salt. Alright, and we're going to go with...
Is that coarse salt?
Yes, that's coarse salt. Just a little bit of salt, about like that. Okay? So you got salt.
It's about a little less than a teaspoon.
Right? We're going to have 2 of those of sugar. Okay? 1. Okay? 2. And then 1 of pepper, brown pepper. Okay?
That's a little less, but
Like
okay.
that? Okay, just a little bit. Not that much, okay? And then we're going to have crushed pepper seeds. Okay? And if you like it hotter, then you put a lot in. If you don't like it hot, that's about it, because that's going to make it a little spicy right there. Okay? Bang. Alright, then we're just going to let that simmer until our water is boiling.
Stir it and then stir it.
Stir it, yep. But basically, all that's left to do is just to let this thing cook for a little bit. And when I say a little bit, it's going to take probably about 10 minutes or so for the water to boil. And then another 10-11 minutes for the pasta to boil. So this is going to simmer for about 20 minutes or so. You're really close to me. About 20 minutes. You could do half an hour. Doesn't matter. Just make sure.
It gets thick.
Yeah, just make sure that your heat's not too high so it's not burning. And make sure that you're stirring it from the bottom See the bottom? Nothing sticking on the bottom. You don't want anything to stick on the bottom. Okay? But you do want it to cook. So, okay? Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes, and this has been... You can get the food. You don't need me. It's been about 10 minutes, and this has been simmering, and you can kind of see what I mean by simmering. It's not boiling away or anything like that. 6 or 7 minutes, we're gonna let that cook. I'm gonna stir that so it's not all sticking. In the meantime, this is continuing to simmer and cook. Okay, and we'll be back in 6 or 7 minutes when our pasta's done. Okay, so we got about 8 seconds and our pasta's done. And come over here to the, and this is again just simmering away. Really nice. Okay, so our pasta's done. We'll turn the timer off. Now we don't strain this pasta because we want a little bit of the water in with our Amatriciana sauce. Okay. Yeah, so we'll turn that off. All right. And I have a pair of tongs here. All right, and we're gonna grab like this. Okay, not too much. We'll let it just drain.
If you don't have tongs, just use a fork.
Right, a bit, and then in here. Okay.
We're not gonna use.
Big pasta dish. Alright. Okay. Okay, so the Amatriciana is done. We're going to use some Pecorino Romano. Alright, so you have to hit that with some Pecorino Romano. And then we're going to plate it. And when you plate pasta Amatriciana, you grab it with your tongs, and you have to twist it and create like a little nest like that. Okay, just like that. That's beautiful. Okay, a little bit of Amatriciana sauce on top of it. All right, I have my red wine. Okay, we're gonna eat like Italians with a spoon and a fork. Okay, Americans, they just eat. It's all over the place. But, you know, Italian Americans, so we're gonna take a little bit of pasta like this, and we spin it in our spoon, like that. Oh. Wow. The smoky bacon, the sweet onions. Perfect.